What was the logo going to be, Mr. Peter?
Black Hawk.
This is Peter. He is another January 6er. This is our office here in Bartlett, Tennessee. This is a tiny little office that we're leasing temporarily until we get out to Vegas. Hopefully that will be within 6 months. But we're going to set up the studio. We're going to set up the sewing machines and the t-shirt machines. Sewing machines? What you doing with sewing machines, Mr. Sandlin? Well, that's a surprise. That's a secret. It's small town, just old, you know. I told the landlord, man, this is like something out of a Stephen King novel, man. Where's the pet cemetery? The small town shit is where we begin the podcast, which we are calling the Decent Podcast, because it'll be decent, which also stands for decentralization, which we're going to get into, which is our political philosophy now. What does decentralization mean? Well, you're going to have to tune into our podcast to find out. Now, we're debating logos, right? So the logo, fast forward, we're in the barbecue spot. I forgot to talk about the logo. And what was the logo going to be, Mr. Peter?
Black Hawk.
Black Hawk. So let us know what you think in the comments. Black Hawk. You know, it'll be classy. It's classy. You know, decent Black Hawk logo. I think it'll be good. Just something, you know, just really elegant, really, you know, just empowering to people. Hey. And he's doing all the work. Poor guy, right? I'm over here. I'm trying to film some content. He just wants to work, and I gotta teach him. I gotta teach him the art of filming content, which means you gotta be in front of the camera. But he all he knows is work, man. You know. So anyway, so let me give you a little story on Peter. Peter and I did almost 4 years in prison together. So he's again a January 6er, and we were on the journey together the whole time. Now, would you stop so we can film this content? I'll let you tell the story, Mr. Peter.
We basically met getting loaded from Oklahoma City on our way to D.C. We spent roughly 16 months in solitary confinement, and we were next door to each other's cells, so we were able to communicate basically through the vent system. I think we spent close to 20, probably 5 months or so being detained in the District of Columbia before Ronnie was sent out to another facility.
For what?
Supposed an attempted assault on one of the administrators. And then ultimately, Ronnie gets sent to another facility. I plead guilty, get sentenced to 52 months. I end up in Forest City, where I'm reading
in the same unit.
Ronnie.
In the same unit. So we finished out our sentence together. He got less time than me. So this is the infamous flagpole guy. Yes. Well, the officer should have stopped resisting, and maybe he would have stopped beating the crap out of him with the flagpole. But he did his time, paid his debt to society, and now we're ready to start the Decent Podcast. That's it. This is the first content of many pieces of content we're going to produce in this office, and then to Vegas, outwards and onwards. And it's a new chapter. It's a new chapter in my life. Both of our lives. And feels good to be out of prison, man. Feels good.